Nice. Very nice. Front to back. Leader's garment. Quite happy.
It's alright, isn't it? Looks pretty good in that bad boy.
Excellent. I think the word you're looking for is... Look at that thing. Looks beautiful. Done. Beautiful.
Now, only if you're ready for this.
Welcome back to the OTB Podcast, the original and still the best New Zealand mountain bike podcast, even though it hasn't really been around for a number of weeks now. If you're just tuning back in, don't worry, you haven't missed much. But as always, 2026 brings us back around. We've got the fantastic people at Max's Tyres, Fox Suspension and Squirt Cycling looking after us once again, back with us for another year. Can't thank them enough for their support and ongoing support of the podcast. Fans, which I like. And after a bit of a rocky start to this episode, it's only taken us a good 25 minutes or so, we've finally got our audio sorted, and I've actually got Chris in person with me.
Yeah.
What a milestone.
What an absolute pleasure to be here. Viewers can't see this, but I'm sat next to KB's sauna. So next time we'll be broadcasting live from the sauna. We are late to the podcast, but that 25 minutes investment in time and getting the audio sorted, we're doing it for our listeners' benefit. I think it's going to pay off.
We can fit 2 people in the sauna, so we could.
Can we fit 3?
I'm sure if we got Red Dog here, we could fit him in there.
Red Dog is sneaking.
What do you reckon, Red Dog? You come down, get in the sauna, do a podcast?
He's currently reconnecting.
He is too.
We're underway.
I thought he was just sitting there very stoically, but he's actually just frozen and gone.
I worry about what would happen to Red Dog in a sauna. He's he's very, very trim these days. He'd melt.
It's not much to him.
Very red.
Yeah, he would be
Real red.
red.
Sauna dog.
Not joining us today. I think this is the second episode already this year that Lester Perry has missed.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on his second strike. Things aren't going well for him, but yeah, Lester couldn't even. He's away on holiday. Remember, about this time last year, he joined us from outside the public toilets. I think he was like Papamoa or something, but he hasn't even graced us with that this year, unfortunately.
I reckon that's probably why we're not seeing this year. I reckon last year he sacrificed his family holiday time to come and talk to us idiots, and
he's probably got a restraining order.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think his wife's had a conversation with him and said, look, you need to think about how you spend your time more wisely, and this is just not paying off. You've been at it for a few years now, and it's just not going anywhere.
I don't know. He does seem to have some... he appears to be a shocks ambassador these days, so...
Yeah, I've noticed that he's... and there's a correlation between when you see people starting to ramp up their sponsorship obligations and their use of social media. You see a sort of shift in people's priorities, and Lester ramping up the social media lately.
Yeah, I know Red Dog's not on the socials these days. He is on Facebook because he has obviously hit an age where he only uses Facebook. But we did have a mutual friend who was concerned that Lester's Instagram might have been stuck on one particular filter for his stories.
Lester doesn't know how to use the filters.
No, he was particularly hooked on one filter there for a while, and there was a lot of that going on. So I did have a question from a mutual friend. They reached out and asked if he did know how to change it.
Are you using sepia on your Instagram posts these days?
Isn't that was like one of the originals, wasn't it? Like
sepia and tilt shift, where you make everything
tilt shift.
small.
That's right. That was good. You'd blur the outside edges, and
yeah. Red Dog's just checked out.
We had him.
Just you and I.
We did have Red Dog here for a second, but he's gone. But me and Chris tried something a bit different for us last week. I think you've been living in Nelson for about a year, a bit over a year. We went social mountain biking.
Yeah, social mountain biking. Saturdays.
Who would have thought?
Sundays.
Well, it was actually
Sundays?
it was
Saturday?
Easter Monday, wasn't it? Or was it Sunday?
I think it was Sunday.
Might have been Sunday.
Yep. And how good too.
We should do it more often.
I think so. I'm going to start a campaign for going out for a ride with your mates and then going to the pub afterwards.
It was a classic, only got an hour ride, but we did push it out a wee bit because we went to the pub and that kind of...
Do you notice that we're riding back to my town? I was like, shit, we've only been an hour.
Yeah.
Like I had a full hour and a half, 2 hour booked in.
Yeah.
So let's go to the pub.
Let's go to the pub. What else would we do? Go home.
Bumped into like 4 or 5 people at the pub
That's
who
fantastic.
I haven't seen for ages.
We're sitting out the back of the Prince Albert in Nelson, and it's literally just mountain bikers, just one by one, all rolling up.
It was great.
Yeah, what a
Yeah,
spot.
More of that, please.
Yeah.
I don't like Red Dog's chances of tuning in. So, have you got anything to cover, KB? Because if not, I'm going to railroad this.
Nothing really in particular. You know,
Leave yourself wide open.
This was just a podcast for the sake of doing a podcast. I did have a few thoughts that I've slowly been working away on. I did want to know what team would run Marlboro helmets if tobacco sponsorship was still around.
See, this is an interesting question because there's what team would sort of love the durries, and then what team would just take the money? You know,
A French team.
A French team,
Probably on both.
Either way, it would be a French team.
Yeah,
it'd be one of the Commons House spin-off teams.
yeah, I could.
Like Rogue Racing would definitely take durry sponsorship.
Yeah. The IC, was it like the Common Soul IC Collective or something? I don't think they were around anymore, but those would have been the Marlboro guys.
Yeah. Any team that's got like 3 or 4 brands in the team name,
Yeah.
they'll take cigarette sponsorship, but real lowbrow as well, like Port Royal, Rollies.
Yeah, I mean, there's a place for Port Royal too, I guess.
Is this weird?
I would have loved to have seen. I guess Downhill kind of missed and it probably cycling didn't really fit the mold for tobacco sponsorship, but I would love to have seen tobacco sponsorship.
But this is what energy drinks are now.
That's
One day the
true.
kids will look back and be like, "Oh, energy drinks, man, those Rebel helmets are cool," but they don't do it well enough.
No,
Like,
who's going to be the first one with a Vapo sponsorship on their helmet?
no, the kids aren't vaping these days. They're back on the durries.
Oh, I don't know. There's a
That's
lot.
what I've heard.
There's a lot of them on the the e-cig
We've
still.
got a few people on the OnlyFans. No one in the World Cup scene has got OnlyFans. Who's that dude? Lewis Buchanan?
Yeah, Lewis Buchanan. Yeah, there's a couple of the only. There's another guy, Stefan Garlicki, I think his name is. He's got an OnlyFans helmet as well.
I'm not going to do the research.
No, I would steer clear of putting OnlyFans anything in your browser.
I think we need to see more teams just taking the money and more outside sponsors that are just here for the visibility. If you were running cigarette sponsorship on your helmet, would you be running?
Benson and Hedges, I reckon.
100%.
Yeah, it's classy.
Yeah, it's real class. Definitely B&H. Yeah, or the Rothies. But see,
Rothmans would look.
I wouldn't put past Bernard Kerr to run like a Rothmans inspired.
He probably already has.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not the same.
Nah.
You've got to be running the full helmet.
No, you need the logos. Do you remember when Sam Hill had a Jack Daniels logo on the side of his helmet? But then they had to cover it up. I think they had. Yeah.
That was a sick helmet too. It was like a half.
It was very cool. Red Dog, we've just. It looks like you've joined us. You there, Red Dog?
Sort of, yeah. Sort of.
That's nothing unusual though for you to just be sort of here.
Yeah, Riverside's, I mean, you know, no disrespect to Riverside. They do great stuff for us for free, I think. KB, do you pay anything for the service?
Yeah, no, I do pay for the service.
We're on a paid sub.
No, get lost then, Riverside. You're terrible
Yeah.
tonight. No, it's having a bit of a mare. I don't know what's happened. The app keeps
you're here
crashing
now.
on my podcast phone.
It's working at the moment. We can carry it without you.
We've
It's
just
okay.
been discussing if tobacco sponsorship was in downhill racing, what team would be taking it, and then also what if you were running a cigarette helmet, what brand would you take for that helmet?
Commentator Markov would be on the diaries, I reckon.
So
So good.
Chris did say a Common Soul spin-off team, but I think I could see a Common Soul Markov Rothmans.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it fits. Just the scheme of it would fit.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Camel back in the mix. I feel like Camel would still fit. It's sort of like Camel's still the outdoorsman durry of choice.
Or Marlboro. Like what team? Maybe the Syndicate would be the Marlboro team because they've always used a lot of red. The Marlboro red with the Syndicate. Like,
see if it was ever going to get close. Like Petey had a Stella helmet. You know, like
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like global bike sports are sort of ruling out alcohol and cigarette.
Yeah.
But they'll take the energy drink money,
Yeah.
which probably just as bad.
Would you take a Vapo deal though, Red Dog?
I'm wondering who would take the Port Royal pouch deal.
Oh, who's taking the pouch? Actually, that's
Who's
fantastic.
taking the rollies deal?
Who's taking the crypto deal? Why are we not seeing more?
Yeah.
Manar would
take
be
crypto.
the
Manar,
crypto.
yeah.
100% crypto guy.
I'd be
He
surprised
would-
if he doesn't have one already.
Yeah, he would definitely have the crypto helmet that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, there'd just be like one of those obscure crypto logos on his helmet, and you just a little sticker,
Mm.
and no one know what it is, but he's probably getting paid 200 or 300K for it.
Like, remember when he had I can't remember what the brand it was, but it was a brand that was making like mounts for your phones, and he was doing practice runs with his phone mounted to his chest. Was that Mophie?
Nah,
I
it
thought
wasn't
it was
Mophie.
like.
It was like
Oh,
that.
now you've.
Dog, who was it that Tits Legendary worked for?
Optrix.
Optrix. It was Optrix. He had an Optrix deal.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like if you're making GoPro mount accessories and you've got enough money to just buy lots of sponsored athletes, there's something else going on.
Mm.
It's not as
There's
clean
money
as it
that's
looks.
coming from
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Yeah, or going through
Yeah.
somewhere. It's
Yeah.
coming out somewhere else. Yeah.
I had a great experience last night. Let the dog out the front to go to the toilet, and as I do, I'm just kind of standing there in the doorway, and I'm in my undies. It's like 10 o'clock. All these kids roll up and on like a mixture of bikes. There's like a few on e-bikes. Like with the fat tire e-bike kids are starting to show up around here, and they're all just rolling around up to no good. So a couple of weeks ago,
No good.
yeah, well, a couple of weeks ago, they tried to kick in the front door of Katie's mum's house down the street. So it's like they broke the door frame, and luckily neighbours from down the street saw them. This is like 11 o'clock at night, and yelled at them, and they took off. And then last night, I'm pretty sure it's all the same ones, pulled up again.
At your house?
Yeah, well, like just gone out the front of our place, just over in the front corner, and they didn't realise I'm there, and I'm just kind of standing there, and you could just tell they were fucking scheming, like they were up to no good.
How
old are they?
Oh, like 15, 16.
I just
Really?
got this image of KB standing there in a pair of like real loose white boxes.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, it was
real rank.
just a
yelling
pair
at
of
the kids
just a
on
pair
the
of black
street.
Calvin Kleins. I did start yelling at them though.
It's like the starter undies you got in the US. Why are we talking about underwear?
Because I was standing there in them. There's video footage of it too from our doorbell.
Post that on the socials, mate. We'll go gangbusters.
I should actually. None of the end I tell them to fuck off and go elsewhere to cause trouble.
Oh,
'Cause
dear.
What? So they're just rolling around on like fat e-bike thing.
there's a couple of them on those fat tire e-bike things.
Are they shit kickers or are they like mountain bike kids?
No, the shit kickers.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like rolling around doing wheelies. There's a couple of that I've seen rolling around recently on the like with the big aftermarket hubs in them. Yeah, like the E hubs. And one of them to the point where he has no drivetrain on the bike. He's just got a throttle on it and he just rides around popping wheelies like off this like 1500 watt hub drive thing.
You wait, there'll be a YZ 450 ripping down your driveway soon. And you'll be like, who's lost it?
I'm so confused by this. I don't see how you go from just popping wheelies to kicking someone's door. Like it's
They were
such
just
so
scheming. They were up to no good. You
Was
tell.
Hux and Deegan amongst them?
They were starting making trouble in the neighborhood.
Mm.
One little fight.
So good. What's been going on in your life, KB? You been busy?
Yelling at people, yelling at kids.
yelling at kids to get off his
the
lawn.
kids on the street.
It's either my kids or kids in the street. So it's generally what I do is just yell at kids. But actually, so Oscar went out and did a school holiday program today. He was out with the Crankin kids.
Really?
Yeah. So they went to Sylvan and Richmond, and they shuttled for 6 hours.
What?
Yep.
That's what kids are doing on school holiday programs these days.
Yep. So he went out there.
Hell.
I mean, he's
Interesting.
8, and he's just fizzing on it. And he's never been a kid that's like been super into doing shit out of his comfort zone. And he is just so in love with mountain biking that I just dropped him off, and he's like getting
That's
his bike
unreal.
loaded on the van, and he's like, all right, later, pick him up. Well, actually, I get a message midway through the day because one of the guys that was there is a friend, and he's like, sends me a video of, have you seen those jumps at Sylvan, Chris? Some jumps down the bottom. I got a
Yeah,
video.
they're big.
So on the like middle line, Joel goes, I turn around just in time to see him absolutely send this tabletop and land about a meter to flat past the
Oh.
landing.
What a legend.
he's like, get squirrely, and then rides it out. So then goes back and hits it again and again.
Has he come home and asked for the V10 yet?
No, but one of the other guys knows that I have a 26-inch V10, and he's like, you'll be able to get him on that for long.
Well, to whoever that other guy is, like, the mandatory requisition, if it doesn't get ridden, if it doesn't get ridden soon, it's
No, we were discussing it because we've talked a bit about it, and he was like, well, it's pretty small, it might fit him before long, and I'm like, well, it does have 26-inch wheels, it probably won't be far away. So
Get him on that Lahar.
Well,
Is the Lahar still in the shed?
no, I ended up dropping the Lahar back to punter quite some time ago. It did sit in the garage for a solid 14 months, and I kind of just got sick of it, so I took it back to him.
I've been meaning we got to get the 26-inch bikes out.
Should do that, actually.
Local hero Kurt Lancaster, I notice, he's been getting out on his.
We should go do some shuttles.
We should.
That would be a good time. I need to put the brakes back on it. No, and then so Oscar's just hooked. He's just loving mountain bike. Tonight, he's like, can we go to Queenstown next summer?
Oh, yes.
And I'm like,
Dad
Awesome.
I'm like, yes, we can.
Brilliant. Nailed it.
Especially he loves watching Matt Jones. So he sees the Matt Jones videos from Queenstown. He's like, can we go to Cardrona with the dirt carts, and can we go ride Coronet Peak? And
Has he asked you yet where that mean-ass pump track is? Up on that
Yeah.
hill?
oh, it's at Uncle Rod's house.
How can we go there? Oh,
Well, maybe if Jeff's listening to this episode, maybe Jeff can get an invite out there for us. But then the other day, Oscar's like, Dad, you got this bruise on my balls.
Oh, brilliant. He's taken a sat crash.
Yeah, I don't know when he's done it, but he like lifts everything up and he's just got this massive black bruise. I'm like, does that hurt? And he's like, nah, it's fine. Jesus Christ, what has this kid turned into?
He's turned into
Yeah.
you.
Well, I mean, I did famously end
Ripped
up with
it up.
stitches in them.
Let him open.
But he's starting out by going riding with his friends. He's starting social.
He's doing better than I am.
At what point do you have to intervene?
Hey, mate, you've just got to ride on your own.
Hey, stop having so much fun, man. He's going to discover social riding. He's going to discover competitiveness at the age of 38.
Well, so my worry is that, I mean, he's only 8 and he's just like, he's fully hooked on it. But I'm trying to find this balance of like taking him out riding whenever he wants to. We're riding like a couple of times a week, but not burning him out at the same time. Because I'm like, I don't want this to last like 2 years and then him just be like, I'm sick of bikes now.
He's booked you a holiday in Queenstown. I don't think you can burn him out.
No, it's-
This time next year, you'll be like, Jesus Christ, he's riding Dreamline. That would happen.
Yeah,
What's
that's
going
sort of
on?
happen, eh? Yeah.
well,
He'll
his
hit
bike,
jumps
So
more
he's,
bigger than
he's
you can.
9 soon, and the 9-year-olds they're out of hand.
his
They can hit
bike's
they can hit Dream
24 and it's 24-inch and it can fit 26-inch wheels. He comes home today and he's like, one of the guys said I should put a 26-inch wheel in the front and make it a mullet.
Oh God.
So here we go. This is where we're at now.
Brilliant.
Now he wants a 26-inch wheel in the front of it.
So how long are you going to be correcting him on like etiquette before he starts correcting you on etiquette?
I think he's already there.
Is he running some real baggy jeans and some Vans yet?
No, he's a Troy Lee guy.
Are you getting in some clips on there?
No, we're not going to go that far.
Okay.
But I have we've actually been hitting the BMX track a bit too.
Yeah, I was there.
That's right, you were too. But then, so the funny thing is, I've been asked 3 times in the recent few weeks that we've been there, are you a member of the club? Are you from out of town?
You're going to be a BMX guy.
Yeah, you're going to be one of those guys.
They're trying to pull me
Yeah.
in, and I'm too scared of it.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
agree.
had
Kieran.
anything to do with the BMX scene. Look, I'm going to take some heat for this, but I'm okay with it. If there was like a community within the wider bike sport, group that was the closest to carnies, for some reason I think it'd be BMXs. I don't know why, but I don't know what. I can't put my head around it.
Apologies to any BMX listeners here.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
I
getting
personally
threatened
agree
at
with
the
BMX
Hornby
bikes.
BMX track by like a BMX dad. A few of us got threatened. I can't remember the context of it, but then he did a
Was it Jeff Franks?
burnout on the grass in his Mitzi Delica that had chromies on it.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. Yeah, there's a real
What were you doing? Were you
I
were you
can't
riding?
remember why. Nate Sheridan, remember?
He'll correct us. He'll send me a message next
Yeah,
week.
send us a message, Nate. You'll remember it.
Yeah, there's something just terrifying about BMX. I mean,
Mm.
I have a personal issue with BMX bikes. And Red Dog, you don't know this, listeners. We KB and I met at the BMX track as a bit of a dad's event.
Yeah, we're the boys down
Took
there.
our boys down there, and my little one Jimmy, who's 4, on his 14-inch little common sail, and he goes pretty well on it. We roll down the start ramp and go over the first roller, which every BMX track's got a first roller, right? It's
Yeah,
just a
big
single
one,
roller.
Standard feature, I think. I think it's it's just for testing these like 4, 5, 6-year-olds.
Yeah, and Jimmy just sent it to flat, feet off, and I was like, oh, he's dead. And he rode it out, and he goes, I did a big jump, did it? It's the first time he's ever done a jump. And I was trying to hide my terror because I thought he was going to die. And that was the moment where I was like, fuck, what have I done here? I think every mountain biker dad who gets their kids into mountain biking either has this moment where you go, shit, I've potentially created a problem here, or doesn't. And I think the second one's dangerous. There's a lot of dads out there that are like taking their kids, trying to emulate something they didn't have.
Yeah, there's definitely a few that I've already seen around here that are pushing the kids pretty hard, and the kids are pretty young, and I'm like, we're broaching
know.
on
A bit
BMX
much,
dad territory.
And
Yeah.
and it's just, there's too many variables in mountain biking for that. There's too much shit that can go wrong if you,
I actually went
top
to the
dog was
BMX
Oscar.
track today, Chris and
You
Kerry.
went to the BMX track today.
Yeah, I went and did some sprints. No,
It's a Thursday.
Funnily enough, I took the kids there.
Oh, there you
I'd
go.
never been. Well, I hadn't been to the Wellington one probably since I was a kid.
Where's
It
that
was good.
Karori?
It's out that way. Yeah, it was quite fun.
See, we need more kids mountain bike tracks though.
Yeah, it is a problem.
Like, they don't really exist. Like, you get a good grade 3, but give me a good kids mountain bike track where it's sort of like mountain biking, but there's just, we need to build a track. I'm going to start a campaign, another one.
Another campaign.
Oh, these
We're
go
not
well.
going to do anything with it, but we'll start
No,
it.
well, I'm just going to keep talking about it. More kids track. Kids track in Nelson.
Yeah, I'm there.
It's just you
Okay.
guys that don't have kids tracks. Everywhere else has kids tracks.
No,
you
it's
guys
because
are lacking
Nelson's
them.
gnarly, bro. You ever ridden in fire?
I've never ridden in fire. I mean, I've never ridden to the top of Fringe either. Jesus, Everest. Need oxygen at the top.
You should come down and go riding with us. We rode up a big hill the other day. It was great.
You should have seen Chris. He looked like he just stepped out of the shower at the top.
I tell you what, at the bottom of that, because I think I've just gotten used to riding the same couple of laps. The 1 hour mountain bike club, get out the door, turn the brain off and go for a ride. The track that we rode the other day, I can't remember what it was called.
Well, it may or may not be on a map.
It may or may not be. It might be one of the steepest things I've ever ridden.
It was very steep.
I was fucking peaking. I think that's why we went to the pub. I got drunk real quick.
Adrenaline was still up.
Yeah, I had this real weird mix of like adrenaline, socializing with adults, and bumping into people at the pub, and then hazy IPA.
It was just
Hell of a mix.
sensory overload.
That's what it felt like. I got home. It took me about 3 hours to come down. It's like, wow, that was fun. So we'll do that again.
Would have thought.
Mm.
What's you been night riding, Red Dog? It's that time of year.
Look, Kerry, I have done a little bit. Not much.
Jesus.
I haven't got
You're not in the groove yet.
I haven't gotten the groove yet. It's probably more been out of I don't know, necessity. I don't
Right.
think I put a light on the helmet yet. That's kind of when it gets serious. It's
Ah,
all been on
yeah.
the bars.
Yeah, so you're just
Um,
commuting off road. Like that's the
I did-
difference. If you got
I did
lights
do
on the
that
bars,
the
you're
other day.
commuting. If you got lights on the helmet, you're riding.
No, you can ride quite a lot with it on the bars. Just can't be too gnarly.
I did go for a night run last night.
I can't
that's
find my
good.
head torch.
8:30. I ran to the beach and back.
That must have been horribly boring.
That was all right.
No,
Just
you
along
get
the
into
waterfront.
it. Good on you, Kerry.
It was
Well done.
nice view and yeah.
Actually, it
Beautiful.
would be quite nice, wouldn't it? It was a good evening.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was quite nice.
I might do that tomorrow.
Yeah, had a good run. It's pretty. It's
Should we do
You
that?
gotta
and go
find
to the
that
pub?
better find
I
that
actually
head
have
torch.
I have a blister now that's going to put me out of running for probably a good few days, I think.
That's what it takes. You have a few days off, and then you're done for 12 months.
I was about
See you later.
halfway back, and I'm like, oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
Have you got on some new kicks?
Nah, it was just that was actually ran in my Adidas because I was like, I'm only on the road. I'll
Yeah,
use
that's
these,
your
but I should have
mistake.
stuck to the Salamans.
Yeah. Yeah, I copped some new shoes.
Did you? We're back for the spectacle this year.
That's right. Training starts now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, we've got a big winter night riding coming.
Night running coming
I'm
up.
sure you say this every year.
No, I'm going to do a lot more night riding this year. I think I'm going to get a winter hardtail.
Here he is. He's getting excited now.
I need a
Well,
supply.
winter's, less than a month away. So get on, it's, plenty of time.
We know Chris. He'll be on that.
Next year.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll
figure it
have the same
2027.
discussion next year.
It'll come out.
Absolutely.
He'll get it about the same time that we finally release the trail jerseys and the only got an hour t-shirts.
Yeah, and the and shortly after when the podcast dies because we release the unreleased tapes.
I'm sure they're buried somewhere.
I think that's the way to do it. Is that what will the listeners pay us to hear the unreleased tapes,
The OTB files.
the OTB files, and we just burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
A lot of redaction.
I get a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of comments on the only got an hour t-shirt. It's very popular,
It is. I've had quite a few as well.
but you can't buy it. I mean,
No,
we could
very
be making
exclusive.
some money off this, but we can't. It's too much for us.
Hopefully Lester Perry listens to this episode and
The 1 hour mountain bike club seems to resonate. Like everyone I talk to,
Mm.
even if they're don't do a lot of mountain biking, like just running and stuff. Every parent's like, "Yep, I know what you're talking about."
yeah, I just have to go when I have that window.
Got an hour.
Yep.
Yep.
So we could be making, tens of dollars out of these.
Yeah. Jeez, we
And
could be
we'd,
like the white fox for middle-aged males.
I don't know
White
what that is, but I'll say yeah, sure.
White Claw.
It's like the I don't know what they make outside of. All I see is these white fox hoodies. I think it's white fox,
Ah.
and it just seems to be
Okay.
something that every teenage girl wears as a white
I'll
fox
keep an
hoodie.
eye
Cotton On brand or something.
I'll keep an
So
eye
we
out,
can-
Kerry.
Yeah,
That's the classic. Like I'm going to start a t-shirt brand.
I'm gonna call it Quiet Chaos.
Hey, Lester had denim. He had denim.
He did. He had jeans,
did
and they
have
were
denim.
really
He
they
had
were
on
good
some
jeans
denim.
too.
Yeah.
That was
they
my
were
first
great.
pair of skinny jeans, and they weren't even really very skinny.
I mean, I keep at him. Get the band back together. Get the Quiet Chaos back together.
I thought that's what he was doing when he was going to do these t-shirts. He's just maybe one day.
Hey, so what's coming up this year? What have you been up to, Kevin? Have you got any news? Okay.
Not really. I don't know what is coming up. Winter's coming around. We got any races on? Actually, we're going to do an enduro race, Chris.
Yeah, we are.
Breaking news, Red
Yeah,
Dog.
Red Dog, do you
Chris and
know
I
this?
are
Oh,
doing
wow.
an enduro race.
Yeah.
Okay, Moto Enduro or
Well, now we're definitely doing it.
No, we're going to race the Gorge Enduro in a week and a half.
Yeah, we're going all
Jeez.
going in deep,
We're not going in light.
and we're going in blind.
Yep, we're not doing practice. We're just going to show up for race day.
You're not doing
KB's got a
practice.
he's got a brand new Troy Lee kit for me, new helmet, everything.
just
It's
come-
great.
Come have a look through the garage and see what you can find and chuck it on.
Yep, I'm gonna just help myself.
Bitch.
KB's got a new Nomad Mega Tower.
Oh,
What am I riding?
Yeah, what can we find? You could ride the V10.
Would that be safer?
Bruni did, bro.
Probably not.
Bruni rode a downhill bike there.
He did
Was it
ride a
Bruni?
downhill bike.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Bruni.
he raced it at the Dodsey.
Yeah,
Didn't Win
So
do that as well?
you can do it. I
Maybe.
think
I
Win
think
did.
Win raced
Yeah.
his lap
Yeah.
year there.
I think Win did, yeah. There you go.
Back in those days, though, a downhill bike would have been pretty close to what an enduro bike is a couple of years ago.
They were probably a lot better at that point.
Mm.
Whereas now
Yeah.
the enduro bikes are got so much better.
Mm.
You just
They
race
got
that.
heavy too, enduro bikes. They're heavy.
Is there an
Mm.
e-bike category?
I guess so.
To be. Bound to be. Turn up with that new Avanox thing and basically have a 450 between your legs.
Fuck that bike.
Let's talk quickly a bit of bike industry news. I noticed this tonight in my prep for the podcast. Quick scroll on Pink Bike.
Pink bits.
As far as like PR campaigns go, Avanox just smashed it. They got 5 or 6 different brands to release their new Avanox bike all at the same time,
Did
and they just
they?
dominated
I
the
don't
big
know.
bike.
Do you really need 150 newton meters of torque? Like,
I have
come
no idea.
on.
Neither do I, Chris. I had no idea. Do you?
1500 watt fucking peak power. Like, it's a joke. It's not
What's
a
the
mountain
one
bike
that I've
anymore.
got? What's my commutery thing, Kerry?
Is that a
like
Suron? How much
six-
power is it?
Yours is like 600 watt peak power and 75 newton meters of torque, or maybe 85.
Wow, that is quite considerable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
look, I don't mean to be rude here, but if you took the average high-end e-bike buyer, right, they're not 75 kgs, are they? They need that extra.
They don't. And it's just dumb.
What's your e-bike putting out?
My current one,
Yeah.
100 newton meters of torque and
What? And this new one's got what?
150.
Oh,
Yeah. And
people just gonna be looping that out.
150.
exactly.
How does that work?
Wow.
It's just pointless. Yeah, 150. And then what's mine? 750 watts peak power. So it's like double the peak power. and
Double the peak
another
power.
half.
Yeah, that raises some serious concerns.
Ridiculous. The amount of, I mean, yeah. The amount of power out of the Bosch and my Vala is totally sufficient. Like, I don't know why you need to go that fast.
I'd be
Oh,
all in if they
Gives
made
me grave
the
concerns
one
about
real
the
light.
future of mountain biking.
Like if instead of they made it twice the power, they made it half the weight, I'd be in. Well, I wouldn't because I wouldn't buy one, but sure, it's a better idea.
No. I don't know. It's
You
just,
know the weird thing about it, as someone who doesn't currently own an e-bike, that in no way makes me want any more to buy one.
no.
Nah,
Like,
it's funny. Yeah.
it doesn't change the whole idea.
It's jumped the shark. It's just gone over the top now. But the problem was, it's like,
But does
Well-
that just mean that people can just run them with one gear?
nah, because you still need to ride, like, motors are still pretty cadence driven. Like, you still need to be riding, somewhat efficiently to actually get the battery life out of them. But those things are going to, like, you're going to get no range out of them. Your drivetrain's going to be fucked in 500 Ks. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Look, all I say is that the further apart e-bike mountain bikes and normal mountain bikes get, the better as far as I'm concerned. Because it means that normal mountain bikes will just stay normal mountain bikes and e-bikes will go and become something
okay.
else. That's fine with me.
They're just going to turn into Surons.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the funny thing is, if they keep going this way, they're just going to be banned from everywhere. Like, it probably won't happen in New Zealand because we don't do anything quickly here, but it's like, that's already a problem overseas. And it's like, you'll just find you're not able to ride e-bikes on mountain bike trails.
But they'll also, surely they'll price themselves out to some degree.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic that I probably shouldn't talk about on a podcast, but we can talk about that off air. I can tell you the ins and outs of why it works for them.
We'll come back to that one for the listeners. The Red Dog's joined the podcast twice.
He has joined twice.
Yeah, sorry, the app crashed again. I'm just wondering how long before one of those new DJI motors, there's a kid on one kicking in KB's front door. And is he gonna get more angry with that, or are the fat tire things enough to get him wound up?
How long before there is like an Avanox on Avanox crime when someone's just absolutely hauling ass through the forest and has a head on with another one
Well, that's
That's
got to
actually
be
a
it
good
though,
point.
right? Like, but
on the forest loop in
question here as
Rotorua.
well of like,
Yeah.
that, okay, if you've got like a Stark e-bike, e-moto, a Suron, and one of these things, that's the category now, right? That's a different category to a normal mountain bike.
I don't know.
So-
I reckon this is just prime time for MXGP to bring back an e-bike race like
Oh,
that ill-fated
yes.
one from like 2013
Yes.
or whatever it was.
Yes, do yourself a favor and find the footage of that. It's incredible.
So good. Just
That was
I
the
really
origin.
wanted us to get a start in one of those, Kerry. Like somehow we'd find an avenue because it would have been amazing.
oh, that was so good. The commentators just didn't even know how to call it. It was so bad.
Wasn't that because there was like a FIM was trying to own e-bike racing or something?
Yeah, it's so good. If you haven't seen it, you got to go look it up. It's on YouTube. It's a lot to watch. All you got to do is watch the first couple of laps. Like they come out of the gate, and it's the most random mixture of people. There's a dude who's on like basically like a Suron. He's just full throttle power, so he's just like, just gaps it, leaves everyone. Everyone else is on pedal bikes. There's a chick who's like can't even get up some of the jumps because they're like massively steep big motocross jumps. And
what I love about it is
mountain
that
bike sort of
lineup
thing.
is like they took a cross section of every typical e-bike buyer, bar just a normal e-mountain biker, right? Just a normal mountain biker who's got an e-bike. They were like, okay, let's get all the caricatures and line them up on a motocross track with all the ruts and everything, and they can race.
the best,
Honestly,
the
what it
dude on the
seemed
front, I think the bike he was on was called like a B52 or something, which gives you an insight into what it would look like.
So
and
good.
he's just sitting down the whole time, just like bobbing around through all the jumps. Like I don't think he stands up once. He just rolls. I think he laps like the whole field because it's so much faster.
There were a lot of those real rank enduro full faces that were around at the time, like the Met ones, with like in glasses. Again, like they were just like, let's get all the cliches and just have a race.
Speaking of which, speaking of Met, go off on a side topic. When me and Chris were down in Methven for the Downhill National earlier in the year, and we were looking through Justin Leov's horrific collection of helmets that he wore over his career.
I mean, I feel like we should just relay everything we talked about. Hey, you could interview me, and I'll pretend to be Justin from that conversation.
What were you doing wearing these helmets?
The money.
Yeah, that was literally it. They paid really well.
And it's funny as well seeing them on the garage wall now. I remember a lot of those helmets at the time thinking, God, they were terrible. And then you see them on the garage wall, you're like, they were fucking terrible. It's some bad helmets.
So bad.
Then what was Sam Hill had a period where he had a shocking helmet before he got on the 100% helmets.
What was it, Liat or something?
Might have been.
Was it the Liat period?
I think it was Liat.
It's that was when you're standing there going, oh no, just retire.
Yeah.
And
then he went and won 3
100%
EW's
swept down
titles.
and was like, all right, it's all right, guys. It's okay. We'll make him cool.
It's never been the same. Like, I mean, Sam Hill and Fox still just doesn't quite look right.
No.
Yeah, it's funny. It doesn't look right because he's Troy Lee, right? But if he'd never been Troy Lee, it would look right. Like there's something about a motocross dad from Perth cruising around and like because he's going to be cruising around in the pickup kit as well, right? It just looks right.
There's only a limited amount of brands you can run when you're in that situation.
I mean, if Sam Hill didn't have all the accomplishments, you'd almost expect to see like a Fox tattoo on him, like Western Australia motocross dad.
He's he did look. I actually was quite surprised. He looked pretty good on the Mondraker at Hardline.
He looks like he's having a good time. He looks having fun.
It'd be good to see him back. Come do some more racing. I've got a couple other topics that I've slowly been writing down. Whatever happened to no footers?
Well, you started using clips.
I think I actually came to that conclusion. I was like, it's clips that killed it.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Remember Big N? Oh no, he would throw sueys.
Yeah,
someone else used to do no footers.
Suey guy, yeah.
McKenna campaigned a suicide for a long time.
McKenna did love a suicide.
The kids these days just throw them backwards.
But McKenna's ones were like, instead of throwing their hands backwards, he would throw them like straight downwards beside him.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they were pretty weird.
Yeah.
Had a question from listener, goes by the name of Dan Sims.
Not
he wanted to know if anyone has surpassed wearing rugby shorts and boat shoes for track walk fashion.
I'm going to
Shit
say
the kids
no,
are wearing
Dan.
these days. Like,
There's a candidate
hell
for a
of a combo
t-shirt as
anyway.
well. There's a candidate for a t-shirt. He's only got an hour.
He's probably got less than an hour with 3 kids.
Yeah.
yeah,
Lester-
he's got 30.
If Lester
he's- what's-
pulls his finger and gets some, I'll send you one, Dan.
Yeah, I've actually got a bit of a list of people. I might need to send this to these people as well. So we might have to get a few made.
Bloody stunk though, eh? They were smelly shoes, man. There was, having experienced it firsthand, They were
remember-
assaulting the nostrils, those things.
I feel like though boat shoes are only going to not smell if you're wearing them next to the sea a lot, like the salt water's washing them out.
Getting a wash
Just
through
don't
them.
be.
Never
Yeah.
forget Red Dog though when he went on the fruit diet and then his knee pads didn't smell.
Oh,
That was a
absolute-
correlation. His knee
were
pads didn't smell
horrific.
anymore from when he was on a fruit diet.
Horrific.
When was the last time you wore knee pads on the trail bike? Just not on the downhill bike.
Good question.
Not since I lived in Canada.
I was about to say Red Dog probably owned the closest thing he owns now is knee warmers.
No, I still have
Yeah.
some. Bought some new knee warmers the other day. I still,
Okay, I've got a what
I still
happened
have some.
to.
I have worn them recently. For real,
You
mate.
wore them when you came down here.
Yeah,
I
there we
wore
go.
knee
I did.
pads.
I would have.
I turned up and you were wearing
Scary.
knee pads, and I was like, I feel quite inadequate.
Do you ride to the trail and up the hill with your knee pads around your lower legs?
No,
Yeah,
that's a
still there?
hard no.
Yeah,
Good.
That's
all the time.
like I've got an issue with Red Dog about this. I've never said anything to him about it.
Now's
And
the
you know what
time.
it is? Because I've always thought, like, yeah, Red Dog's got a
So
long.
hot on your knees if you're climbing in those things, man. I don't know how you guys are doing it.
Knee pads on.
But knees,
No
like,
way. You are insane.
yeah, but knees getting hot's not a problem.
No.
mate.
Dude,
Like,
it's so rubby. Oh,
sweaty,
yuck.
sweaty
No
shirt.
way.
Okay, rank, but like sweaty knees, I can live with sweaty knees.
Nah.
Are you taking your shoes off for the same logic? You're getting sweaty feet.
It's a different story. I don't know how you guys are doing it.
Okay, here's one for you then. Taking your helmet off on the climb. That's a thing.
Oh, it gets me
People
riled
must
up.
see that,
It
right?
gets
Nah,
me
I
riled
can't
up. I
fuck with
hate
that.
that.
I mean, I'm not taking a helmet off, but people do it.
All the
Same
time.
reasoning though, Red Dog.
I used to like at an enduro race when it was like full faces, and especially when I was wearing a Fox full face, which was fucking heavy at the time, and it was not nice to ride in all day with that on your head, and especially if you put it on the top of your head, it was like neck breaking because your head was just
Yeah,
always
'cause
like
it's such weight.
was even worse.
And it's squeezing your cranium
Yeah.
into
You
a
just
new
take
shape,
the.
which
I
is
just
also
take the
nice.
pads out. You take the
Yeah,
cheek
the
pads out.
The amount of races I've been at where someone has lost a pad by doing that.
Really?
Oh, you
Oh,
had to be
just about-
careful. Yeah.
Yeah. So many times I've seen people get to the top and they're like, oh, fuck, and they've like lost a pad somewhere on the way up. But someone will always find it because there's always
Yeah,
people coming up
yeah.
behind them. But
Yeah, I've got a what happened to question, and I'm going to come back to the helmet matter as well.
mm.
Leat neck devices.
Yeah, neck braces have
Yeah, they're
definitely
Came and went so quickly.
gone into obscurity across the whole, like motocross, downhill.
Was that one of those things where people discover that they actually potentially make things worse, or they have like they cause other injuries more often than they'll prevent a neck injury or something?
I think it was a bit of a mixture of I stopped wearing one because I was getting into a real uncomfortable position on the downhill bike.
Okay.
It's because I was having to ride in a weird position to not have my head like
Mm.
bent. Like I just couldn't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
into a comfortable position. That's why I stopped wearing one. I think there's a bit of it, and then I think there's, I think there's was injuries happening with neck braces on. Like you say, there was other injuries that were happening, collarbones and other potential injuries they were causing, and I don't know, they just seem to have.
Do you think they're one of those things that they really took off because they were like a cool thing? Like, definitely there's some merit. If it was just about the protection, then people wouldn't have ditched them so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I campaigned one from 2008.
Did you ever go the Alpine Stars version?
No, so I ran Leat the whole time through to I was still wearing one on Santa Cruz, 2016 maybe.
Did you have custom stickers on yours?
Yes.
Red Dog, did they?
Yeah, you had to.
Infamous designs.
I pioneered that.
Yeah.
Well, I
What,
pioneered it
stickers
with
on your leg?
No,
You did
Infamous
not pioneer
Designs.
that.
Infinite.
Oh, you definitely brought Infamous Designs into downhill racing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to come back to the helmet issue now.
Mm.
I'm 38 now, and I've had two decent concussions on the bike in the last 4 years or so. And it crossed my mind the other day whether I should start considering an enduro style full face. And I thought, well, if I was doing that, would I be wearing goggles? Can you, if you're wearing one of those, like, because the Troy Lee ones and the Fox ones, they look pretty good these days. Like,
You
they're
still
not
kind of
terrible.
need. You kind of still need goggles on with
I
them.
know, right? I'm like, so now I'm going
And
for a trail ride.
Don't even turn up with glasses on with one on.
No, well,
Right,
that's a
do
good.
that.
Yeah,
That'd be fine.
But then
we will
But
not
now
be
I'm
social
probably
mountain biking if that
riding
happens.
the full face, I may as well just be riding with a full face.
But I think part of the problem is also one of your concussions was from riding a 20-inch at a pump track.
Yeah. So actually, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So where do you stand then on the half face, the quarter face things with the earmuffs?
Also out.
Hard
I don't
no.
know how much that's gonna do. Is it?
Now, see, I think the thing is, like, if you're gonna the way that, in my opinion, a concussion generally tends to happen.
Is you go out the back on the 20-inch.
Yeah, well, you loop it out at the pump track, or like I don't think it's something that a full face is going to prevent. Sure, it's going to give you more coverage, but if you're going to hit your head in a way that's going to cause a concussion, your head is going to be protected.
Feel like it's more
Unless you go to like a full
if you're going the
scale full face.
speed that you're going on a downhill bike. To have that, like to have the kind of protection that a downhill full face would give you, if it was just a half face, like it wouldn't fit properly. It'd be ridiculous. So we'll just keep running.
You might end up with a false sense of confidence if you.
I have a false sense of confidence every fucking time I get on the bike. That's
you-
the problem.
If you put a full face on, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, I need something to bring the sense of confidence down a notch now.
Knock you down a peg.
I actually think social riding is probably the biggest risk of injury.
Oh, I don't know. Our social ride was pretty good. I mean, other than how steep the track was.
No, because
Yeah,
you
it
don't
sounds
get peer
scary.
pressure like I do. I just get a bit too excited riding with other people. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
this is fun.
Yeah.
You should come next time, Red Dog. It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one day
that'd be
we'll get
nice.
around together.
Be nice. At least you
I've
guys
got
rode
another-
up like a decent hill, I guess.
Yeah, it was.
Not like
it
last
was
time
pretty
we
decent.
got halfway and then decided it was too hard.
We rode Devil's Tail that day, so we only rode halfway up
That
for that
was
one.
fun.
It was great. This is one that you won't know about, Red Dog. And I mean, I don't know whether you'll be across this one either, Chris, but I'm following quite a few of the, I don't know whether you call them groms, but like there's a lot of fast young kids out there at the moment. And I follow quite a few of them on Instagram. 'Cause I like seeing where the downhill race is going. After every race, every fucking one of them on their story, anyone got any clips from me today? Or clips of me from today?
really?
No shit. Every single one of them. And it's just like, that's every story is like all these kids asking for clips so then they can go and fucking put it on a reel. And
They're broadcasting for clips to then broadcast the clips.
yep, they'll put up like their plate number, like plate 361. Anyone get any clips of me today?
So I think
Send them through.
there needs to be like a finishing school for kids that want to go and race downhill, and it's got nothing to do with racing or riding bikes. It's like how not to be a pest.
Etiquette.
Yeah, etiquette. Yeah.
Speaking of etiquette, and we also covered e-bikes. I've got this interesting theory that I feel like a lot of people that are out on e-bikes now have discovered mountain biking late, and they're not very etiquette aware. Like if I ride past someone on my e-bike, even if it's on a gravel road, I slow down a bit. I don't just blow past them at full speed. I slow down. I say g'day. Pleasantries, carry on. I don't try and make it look like I'm suffering or anything. I just slow down. How you going? Have a good one. Carry on. These fucking people at the moment that I've been
That's
noticing.
not what you've done when I've been with you.
Yeah, well,
You yell rider and then sort of buzz right past them. That's what I saw you do.
Sometimes I push them off the track as well, so they're really getting in the way.
So
And if they had a competing motor, you'd kick it.
I know what you're talking about, KB, but I don't think it's got anything to do with the e-bike. I think it's what you said at the beginning. There's a lot of people getting into
It's
it.
just these new mountain bikers.
Now, here's the problem: is that if you got into mountain biking late and you didn't have an e-bike,
I think
and you were just somehow really strong and fit, but it was the first time you went mountain biking, and you were just blowing past people, you'd be doing the same thing. But I think, and part of it as well is when you get an e-bike, you don't notice how much quicker you're going. It's quite like you for some reason you're desensitized to the speed.
I mostly notice it from like younger kids on e-bikes.
Oh, see, now here's a bit, right?
Oh, it's just a kid thing.
Younger kids on e-bikes doing that shit need to be checked, and because I was going to say that it would be typically the late 30s blokes. Like, imagine if us got into mountain biking now and when we got e-bikes and we're a bit overweight because we stopped playing footy when we were in high school. We've been on the beers and having a good time, and now like we're realised that we're now 100 kgs and when we got an e-bike, like it's that guy that's the problem. But if there's kids doing it, that's a problem.
So I've noticed it a few times with like 16, 17 sort of teenage-ish, and also I've had a few older riders do it where I've been on the acoustic bike, for lack of a better term. I fucking hate that term, but anyway, I was on the pedal bike, and they'll just blow by, and I can't help but just get real passive aggressive, and I'm just like, yeah, good, thanks, have a good ride. And I just can't help myself because I just hate it.
I've got a story about this very topic actually that I meant to tell you and the listeners a little while ago. I'm going to take it slowly so I can slowly bring the story back because I've got to recall it. I was out for a ride. It was a classic got an hour ride, right? Yeah. And I was like, I want to pack a bit more into this. So I was doing a top dog, hot box, like back to the top twice, lap from home, which is an hour if I'm pinned. And so I went up, rode top dog, which then, for our listeners that don't know the Nelson area very well, you're riding back up to go to hot box, and you're riding up the forest road, right? And it's a good gradient. It's nice. It's not steep. It's a really, really nice climbing road gradient. And I come around the corner and there's this big group of blokes on e-bikes, right? And they're typical like older boys. So they must have been in their 50s, 60s, all having a nice time chatting away. And I was just going a bit faster than them, right? So I sort of come up behind them, didn't say anything, and suddenly I'm amongst this group. And there's some nice bikes. There's like S-Works, there's a Pivot over here.
So it's all acoustics.
Yeah, and I was like, fucking hell, this must have been what it's like to be on Epstein Island. Bunch of old rich dudes just swarming you. So I was like, I just had a bit more of a pace, and I sort of took off and ended up getting through this group, and about halfway through they realised that they were getting passed by a guy on a non-e-bike. Yeah. And I was out in front, and I noticed the pace start to pick up. And the bunch
was coming after you.
Yeah, like the rich old men was swarming again, and I was like, oh, fuck this. So I did the obvious thing. I put the hammer down and stayed in front of these guys. There's one dude particularly who was sort of right behind me, and got to the top of the climber, and they went a different direction to me, so I pulled out a different way, and I just about fucking vomited. I was so cooked, and like I was on the limiter for about 5 minutes just trying to save face. The best part about it was like, I was like, I don't want these guys to know that I'm hurting right now.
You got to keep
like straight face.
Yeah, you got to keep it full straight face.
Yeah. And like hands on the top of the brakes as well, you know, on the levers, just grinding. Yeah. And like you could hear the comments like, oh fuck, here's this guy. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm away.
Yeah, I like to make it look like I'm riding as casually as possible, while also just dying on the inside.
Because I think that's the best thing about it is that, you know, if you come up on someone who's on an e-bike and they're just sort of cruising, they're going at like, you're going a bit faster than them, and if you're hooking, then they're obviously just cruising up the hill, not pushing it, and they don't register right away that you're on a normal bike because it's just another dude. And that's as soon as they register, that's when it's like, suck it.
Before they realise you're gone.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm not getting an e-bike. Also because they're expensive.
To kick in KB's door.
Yeah, too. I'd have to join the local shit kickers group.
I mean, case in point about young fellas on e-bikes, Kerry, they're the dumb, like young boys, like the dumbest people alive.
Oh, yeah.
That is correct.
Myself included. God, I was dumb when I was young. So dumb.
That's what I mean. Like that behaviour, you'd almost expect it from teenagers. They've got nothing to do with the e-bike.
Absolutely.
But they shouldn't have e-bike. This grinds my gears. I see kids, teenagers, riding their e-mountain bikes to school. I'm like, guys, come on. Who's getting them these things? Who's going out and buying little Johnny a $15,000 e-mountain bike?
I quite often see, because where I drop the boys off at school, and when I'm leaving primary school and riding a bit down the road, boys' college is right next door, and you see all the kids riding up, and there's a couple on like Levos, and I've seen one on a Mondraker, and
I tell you what, when Jimmy's a teenager, he's going to have, if he's still into mountain biking, he'll have his mountain bike, and then he'll have an old 26-inch ruckus with a rigid fork, and that's his school bike. And he can go dirt jumping on it if he wants. But
yeah, I think I used to ride my Kiwi Stealth to school.
God, a Kiwi Stealth.
Yeah,
I got stolen at the Dunedin campground.
So my Avanti Manic got stolen from the Dunedin campground with Chris's.
You had a Manic? Was that my Manic?
Yeah, it was yours.
Oh, nice.
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think
it would
was.
have been. Yeah, that's how. Yep, because I
had
won
a
that
triple
Kiwi
clamp
Stealth
Judy
train.
on it. I'm pretty sure.
God, that
Judy. Oh,
yeah. That was
Gone are the
leaking
days
like insane amounts of oil.
Well, I mean, every fork leaked insane amounts of oil back then, because we didn't do any. We didn't know about getting suspension service back then. You just assumed that was what they did, and you tied a rag around them, and
I still don't.
yeah.
Yeah, they were there, and then before that, I just had like a single crown, like I think Judy on it or something like that. But I snapped that at the Jelly Park skate park early in the trip,
And
somehow got myself a just triple
Remember
crown thing.
snapping forks, like cracking a fork? That would happen.
I had a Manitou Minute with the reverse arch on it, and I came up short. I think it was 360, trying to do a 360 on the big dirt jumps at Tahuna BMX track. Came up short, and the way I landed, or the force, it actually twisted the fork. So like rather than like the bars twist on the steerer, the actual like I guess stanchions in the crown twisted.
Yep.
Yeah, I just kind of
did you write it out?
Yeah, I twisted them back. It was all right.
As you do, it's fine.
They were a bit sticky.
The kids are never going to know that shit, eh?
No.
Yeah.
No idea.
Nah,
Yeah,
gear actually works now. It's ridiculous.
Dirt jump bikes as well. Just don't see them around anymore, really.
Yeah, see, I see them a fair bit, because there's like I see the occasional kid or crew rolling up towards the dirt jumps are called up.
Branford Park.
Yeah, but I mean they're terrible for riding around the place as well, right?
Yeah. You just like
low.
pedal coast.
Yeah, coast.
Coast.
Some of the BMX.
Hey, on the e-bike topic, actually, something I think we've talked about this, and surprises me that we don't see it more often, is why are people not shuttling their mates with e-bikes?
We have discussed doing this.
Yeah, like you've got a downhill bike, or like even parents or dads. Like
I did this the other day.
Who were you shuttling?
Huh?
On her downhill bike.
Your wife.
No, I got she had one kid on the front of her bike, and then I had another on the front of the e-bike, and I towed her up using a tow rope thing.
Oh, there you go.
Worked great.
How many laps she hit?
It was only one lap.
I mean, I shuttle Oscar around, I guess, now. That's my shuttle service.
Because I'm wondering if you could charge some of that. If you're like, hey, how many shuttles?
Next thing, Chris is going to be sitting at the bottom of Codges with a sign out saying like e-bike shuttles available here. You're just going to tow someone up the hill.
Well, like asking young fellas, hey man, can I tow you up the hill? Like it's and pay it off. You could pay it off.
What do you mean? Tow 3 people up on that?
You probably could.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, I mean,
I think-
I towed one person up quite a steep hill too. It was fine.
I think we need to go and test this. How many people can we get behind the e-bike?
You tow.
It's like water skiing.
Yeah, it's like when you have 3 biscuits on.
You tow 3 people up, you get $30, and you get to descend the hill as well.
Yeah, but this is my whole point. It'd be a great way to go riding. One guy's on a downhill bike, the other's on a. I mean, I've said it before. I'll ride the Vala.
You need them to
ride the V10, and we'll go and hit laps.
You need them to pedal as well. That's the problem.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
you
not enough
kind of
power?
do. Yeah.
You still kind of need some pedaling from the back person. I noticed it with Oscar. Like when he stops, I'm like, "You're not pedaling, are you?" He's like,
Oh.
It's just
"No."
the weight. The weight distribution goes a bit weird. Yeah.
Mm.
So even with the CX drive on the Vala.
It's just
Even.
like you just notice it. Like it's not. I mean, he's only 30 kilos or whatever on a. Yeah, but if you had an adult who wasn't putting any effort in, you would notice it. If you had 100 kgs between bike and person behind you,
But would you notice it? Like, would that if you've got it on full power, would that be harder than riding it normally?
could you imagine how much strain would be going through your dropper post when you've got it at full up extension and you've got 3
also-
people being
'cause
towed from it?
You've got it off the top of the post as well. And
Full
it was just full.
leverage.
You've got
Yeah,
100
build a
kgs
little,
hanging off the back.
Build like some drag racer wheelie bars for it.
You might need some wheelie bars.
Right, we're going to get a Suron. And
We're
we're,
changed to a Suron now.
we're going to get a Suron. And we're going to do pirate shuttles.
Look, if I saw someone come past me going up Fringe Hill on a Suron, but they were towing like 3 kids on downhill bikes,
You'd be okay with
I'd be
it.
like, kudos.
I'd be so okay with
Yeah.
it because it would be me.
See if that guy with who kicked on your door, KB. See if he's available. He's got nothing else on.
Yeah, they don't have anything better to do.
You should
So,
next time he comes past and you yell at him in your undies, ask him if he wants to tow you later.
do you want a job?
Yeah.
Did anyone do that back in the day as motocross shuttles? Like get the moto out and shuttle people off a track?
Probably. I
Must
feel
have happened around here.
I feel like I remember it happening with I feel like I remember hearing stories of people on quads doing it. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
there's
well, that would be
places where you could get a quad around a forestry gate and there'd be you'd either tow a couple of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
or you'd have one sitting on the front, one sitting on the back.
See,
The,
if
clo-
an,
the closest I can think of is when you pull the seatbelt out the door on the car
And you hold on
and
to
you
the
hold on
seatbelt.
to the
So I reckon that the arrival of electric drive technology in motos and side by sides and like 4-wheelers is perfect with that, because you wouldn't do it back in the day partly because people would hear it,
Mm,
but an electric
a Stark or
4-wheeler
something
now
like
would be
that.
sick.
Yeah.
just stealth shuttles.
Mm. I did once sit on the bonnet of a Nissan Skyline, shuttling up a hill in Nelson when there was no more seats left in there.
No, yeah, that sounds
Skyline.
about right. Yeah.
Who's shuttling this Skyline?
There was a pretty infamous Skyline back in those days that used to do
What
shuttles.
shape was it? What shape was it?
It was an R32.
Oh, really? Great.
It's probably
Yeah.
worth a fair bit now.
Tidy.
Would have been if it hadn't ended up wrapped around a power pole.
So that's
Later
what
in
tends
its
to happen
life.
with your,
Fuck,
tends to
Nelson
happen with
must
your
be
drift
wild back in the
missiles,
day.
eh?
The Skylines probably didn't have a good hit rate of making it through the
No.
2000s without ending up around a power
No,
pole.
we call them drift missiles for a
Yeah.
reason. Tell me this, KB, someone who's lived here for a long time. Is that, like, Nelson had a strong bogan culture that was
Oh,
tied
Head.
to downhill.
Head.
Still
big
around?
time.
Is
Head.
it still here?
Come on.
No,
Come
downhill
on.
has changed a
when do
lot,
you
Red
think-
Dog.
When
I
do
thought you meant
think
in
downhill
general.
and
Well, I
I
mean,
thought you
there's
meant
still a
in
strong.
split? When did that happen? Because I didn't notice it.
I don't
I
know.
think
I mean, there is still a strong bogan culture in Nelson, that's for sure.
Nah, not in downhill though.
But
Nah,
they're
it's
not-
No,
gone.
but not in
It's
not in
gone.
downhill. Downhill has gone to like Ford Explorers and
Game's gone softer.
Raptors and
It's just skiing in summer.
yeah. I don't know when that split happened. I think we're into a new wave. We're into like,
Well,
and I
that's,
think
we definitely are.
it's been a part of the new wave. I think.
I think if you get I think a lot of those guys are finding their way back to mountain biking via e-bikes and Surons.
Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah. No, you definitely. If you're gonna find an old downhiller, they'll be on an e-bike.
Yeah, for two reasons. Either because they were a bogan and that's what they wanted all along, or because they're so cooked from riding downhill back in the day that they can't actually
I don't want to pedal up the hill.
Yeah, knees are wrecked. Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh well,
We should go e-biking.
we should. Any other topics, boys?
Did we cover Nathan Rankin at the Masters?
Oh, second place for Rankin at Masters Worlds. So close.
Did he go
So
back?
close.
Yeah. He's just been in South America.
So I actually was thinking about this because what's his name? Gutierrez.
Yeah, Marcelo
Marcelo
Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He raced. He didn't win though.
okay, but I have a question.
Mm.
Should there be a stand down period
There is.
He's been 6 years removed.
from pro downhill?
Mhm.
You can't score points.
Should there be an unofficial stand down period, and or should there be a like a ban on professional like activity if you go to the Masters? Like, don't be doing an edit. Don't be talking about your sponsors. Like, if you go to the Masters, you're paying your way, and there's a local bike shop hooking you up, and I don't want to see this professional but at the Masters bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not that I've been there, but from the outside looking in, there's some pretty. But I think this is any sport. It's like I follow motocross pretty closely, and like you should see the shit that goes on with those guys, like overseas, especially at that like 40-plus-year-old level. Like it's just insanity, you know. Like they're still just
sport is like that, right?
trying to live their life over again. But like if I don't think there would be anyone who would go from professional racing to then like a year later showing up at Masters Worlds. Like I just don't think that would
No,
do
I
it.
don't think. I think
There's too much pride, I think.
You can't.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, Red Dog?
I don't know if you can. I think you can't score a UCI point for a
In
period.
the same year,
Is it
something
just
because
the
there was
same year?
Nigel Page got stripped, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Because he scored 4 cross points the same
That's
year as
right.
he.
It's a technicality.
Yeah, but they were UCI points, and so
That's
unfortunate.
they stripped him of his. I can't
Yeah.
think he won.
Because I feel like Nigel Page at the Masters, that's the type of Masters rider I want to see. Like someone who you know is going to have a good time. He's there for a laugh.
Red
You can
Dog, do you know
Beneke.
what I realised
You can be-
the other day, and I said it out loud to someone, and I kind of shit myself a little bit, is that we can actually race Masters 2 next year.
Yeah, I know. Sweet, eh?
Fuck.
Can you believe
Nah,
that?
I reckon
Masters
Masters 2,
2.
especially in cross country stuff's hard. It's way hard.
I mean,
Oh,
surely at
gnarly.
some point they've just got to start merging Masters 1 and 2 because, like, the Masters category is competitive as hell.
I mean, I
And
feel
you've
like
got old man strength.
I feel like Masters 1, really in your 30s, you shouldn't even be classified as a master because,
Not really, eh?
like, I think it's coming out more and more that actually you're still in very good physical form in your 30s if you want to be.
I definitely am fitter in my 30s than I ever was in my 20s.
I think that was my choice, though, right?
I'm far fitter now than I ever was when I was
Was for me.
a quote unquote professional racer.
Oh dear.
So, no, I think that's just because you just start trying to escape from your children, and it's a great way to get out and stay fit. And
I think there is one thing that I'd like to see in Masters racing is that we put more of a focus on 1 hour event. Like the Masters 1 should have special dispensation to never do anything over an hour, but then once you go to Masters 2, it goes back up because that's that
Maybe-
period where it's like
maybe like the Waka 100, if you're in Masters 1, you don't have to do the Mossy Loop.
you don't have to Mossy Loop,
Yeah.
but it's still registered as a full lap.
You just
still
get to,
do
instead
that.
of doing that like bit where you cross the track, you can actually just turn a right
Yeah.
and carry back on.
100%.
I'm here for that. That'd be great.
Yeah, but I feel like Mossy Loop is where, that's where you find yourself.
That makes or breaks a man out there.
It really
That is a
does.
desolate place.
Yeah, I think I'm a better human for going to Mossy Loop. There's something so dark about that.
Yeah. So we're going to the Walker again this year?
I've got a problem.
You've got a holiday or something, don't you?
No, my mum is. I shouldn't say this like it's bad.
Oh, she's got a birthday.
My mum's 70th,
Right.
and it's on that weekend. Like I'm not weaseling out of that.
Red
But
Dog,
I
have you
feel
entered?
like the following year I've
I
got
haven't
to
entered,
make up for
actually.
that.
I haven't entered.
I'm going to do the
I
160
probably
the
will.
following year.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm going to do the minor.
Hang on. Breaking news here. Chris has just said he's going to do the Miler, Red Dog.
Well, I actually had a friend
Right.
of the show who will go unnamed that said I should just enter you for the Mile of Kerry this year and stitch you up, and then announce it on the show so you can't get out of it. Otherwise, you would
See,
get called a coward.
I've been thinking about this a bit lately, Red Dog. You are a prime candidate for
You
a
are
miler.
you
Like,
are the miler.
I mean, 160 k's on a bike is nothing for you now. Like, you're going on 350k 24-hour sleep in a ditch rides.
Yeah, you're
That's this weekend, yeah.
You're not
That'd be
even
good.
halfway there.
Yes, your commute.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know, just what Chris really.
Oh, just going out for 300 k's.
Just literally
Sleep in
fucking
a
off
ditch,
into the
yeah.
hills. He's
Hope-
riding from one side of the North Island to the other and back.
Yeah,
But
that'd be fun.
I mean, you can't be doing that kind of shit for fun and then rolling up to a 100k race.
Oh, I reckon the 100k is harder though. It's hard because you got to go
Because
fast.
the pace is high.
I reckon
Yeah, I
the 50
still
would be
think
hard too because you
You're
got
a
to be
miler guy,
tapped
though.
the whole
I'm
time.
so
You'd just
from
be-
the guy.
Tapped in the 50. It's a good
How
chance
is it?
I'm there
Guys
working
going
this
to
year,
50.
actually.
Was it 2
Are
hours?
you?
3 and
Well, that's
Mm.
good news.
But I'm hoping to still race. So
But
Hmm.
that'll be hopefully work out well for us.
yeah, we'll make it work. It'll be fine. No one's there on the 100 race day anyway, so I won't need to be at a
Nah,
booth
you'll be
on
sweet.
race
So
day.
you'll only be going for 4.5 hours, mate. You're fine.
4.5, that should be fine.
You doing the 50?
No, it's 100. 4.5. I'm doing a lot of zone 2 training at the moment, so I'm getting that left ventricle like really strong, so I'll be good for
Is
endurance.
that how
Yeah.
it works?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to
good
get mine
stuff.
cleared out.
Yeah. Have you checked with Moki that that's still valid? Because I know the theories on training changes all the time. That might not be the thing to do anymore.
No, ChatGPT told me it's a good way.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. No, just really lot of zone 2.
Did you guys hear the good news about Moki? He gets his gold card this year.
And he's part of
Awesome.
the Motor Caravan Association in New Zealand.
Oh, in all seriousness, I'm going to join the Motor Caravan Association.
Why? You've got a bivvy.
I think it gets
You
you a
don't-
cheap ferry.
If you could get on the ferry.
Do you get invited to exclusive swinging events? Yeah. No.
Well, that'd be good for
I-
Moki. He'll be able to get to the Waiheke Island for free. That'd be nice.
He will. Where is he now? Is he Waiheke Island?
uh,
No, he's getting on a bit.
Pamanui, isn't he?
He is. Does he still have a left ventricle?
I think so. Oh well.
Hmm.
We've
Yeah, very nice.
had an hour. We've done an hour. We've gone over an hour. It's impressive, considering we came in with no topics and we've nailed it.
Have we?
No,
Is that what we've done?
considering 5 minutes before we started, we were actually just going to close the laptop and call it a day.
So I
Call it
think
a
we
day,
should
yeah.
record a podcast
Probably should have
while
actually.
we're out riding.
Do a podcast while we're out riding.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting take.
So
We have enough battle getting the audio going when we're in a room.
Yeah. Actually, this is the other training hack for our listeners. If you're looking to up your VO2 max, I'm not too sure. Go on a social ride and you chat more. Do a lot more talking when you're climbing.
Get the heart rate up.
And actually, Red Dog KB pointed something out to me that I'd never realised. And while we're out there, we diagnosed why it is. We were riding up this climb, and he said every time that he kind of pulled alongside me, I'd surge ahead.
He goes like a half wheel ahead all the time. So like his
Oh,
back
all
wheel
the time.
is even
All
with
the
my front
time.
wheel.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise this, and I was wondering why that is. And I think it's your fault, Red Dog.
No,
I think
no,
I'm so used to being worried
No.
about being dropped by you.
no.
Because it must have changed somewhere along the line because I think I'm so used to getting dropped by you that I'm kind of on the offense all the time, but it lasts about 45 minutes.
He can never relax into it.
Terry,
Yeah.
I experienced the same thing you experienced. Like, you're just like, man, he is burying me at the
I
moment.
had to tell him to slow down.
You should have told me that a while
I
ago.
was like, I'll fucking die.
Yeah,
I
but
can
then
only do it. Dead set,
but
I
you
can do it
work
for about
out it-
30 or
you-
40 minutes.
yeah, what I found, Kerry, is you just if you've had enough of it, just bury it for like 2 minutes, and then hopefully gets the
Slow him
idea.
down.
But man, he's fast. Oh my
This
god.
is so
Yeah.
so interesting to find this out. I'd never known any of this.
His
Well,
pace
half
out of the blocks is so rapid.
Half of the problem I have, actually leaving his house, he's very fast heading up the Mai Tai Valley.
Yeah, he's
Part of the problem I have
It
is
doesn't last long.
I'm so deaf. That's what she
Oh
said.
yeah.
I'm so deaf in my right ear that when he gets that wheelie head, I can't hear what he's saying either.
On the wrong side.
Yeah. I've got a really bad habit though, because I ride on my own a lot. I hug the left-hand side of the road. So when I ride with other people, that's just naturally where I go, but they're on my right and then I can't hear them.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that in mind next time we go social riding.
I've actually got an appointment to get a hearing aid in a few weeks. So
Really?
yeah.
Nice.
So, that's what happens
What is
when
that going to do for the podcast? How does that work?
I don't know.
Can you just wire it into...
Yeah,
I can
that's what my
probably
dad
just
does.
walk around talking.
Can you request one that
Like
can
a Bluetooth.
Bluetooth to your phone, and then I'll get one as well, and they'll be like walkie-talkies.
I was
that'd
talking
be great.
I was talking to a friend, and they were sitting at their like family dinner table, and their dad, who had hearing aids, was like had a real blank look on his face, and they were like, "You're right, Dad," and he was like, he sort of held up his finger to it and said, "Shh," and he was listening to the cricket in his hearing aids.
That's so good. Oh,
This is my future.
So that's what you could be doing,
I'll be,
Kerry. You could be
I'll be
listening to
listening to Pendulum though.
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, can you just think of that wired into what's that thing, the Neuralink, where it's like connected to your brain, and then you don't have to think. You get a speaker as well.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
good times. Well,
Good. Let's call it a day.
We've got some enduro training to do.
Yeah, we do. We big enduro race in 10 days' time.
Yeah, I should probably tell my wife about that.
Mm.
Good times.
That's all right. We're only out for a few hours. We're just going to go out in the morning and come back that night.
What
so,
are entry fees for that?
I don't know. Probably should look into that.
Do the right thing at Wairau Gorge Enduro.
Yeah.
Hook KB and Chris up.
Yeah, because
No, I'm a paying club member.
I'm paying club member as well. Gold family member.
You're a gold family member.
Yep. Yep. I wanted that status.
Did you get the gold sticker?
No, I didn't get any stickers.
See if I can
Or a
get you.
t-shirt or anything.
See if I can yeah, you don't get anything. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
I'm going to change that.
All right. Well, unbelievably, if you actually made it this far, you've done well.
Congratulations.
Yeah, as you do every time if you make it to the end of the show. Next week, we've actually got an episode locked in. We'll see if we can actually pull this one off. I'm going to be travelling, so it will be a remote one. We're hoping to put together a season preview because the World Cups are just around the corner.
Maybe do some prep.
Better look into it.
Do some research.
Yeah.
Mountain biking.
See who's still racing.
What do you know?
Yeah. Who's retired. Greg Minnaar should go pretty well.
Yeah, well, he's not officially not racing.
No.
Officially, he's a rider.
He is on the list.
He'll pull the kid on.
Yeah. So we'll see you in a week's time or so.
See you later.
Over and out.
We're